Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Racing Addicts Podcast. This will likely be a calmer episode, which is crazy. Even after the Richmond thing, it might be a calmer episode than our last one. I am joined remotely by my buddy Mitch. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
What you eating over there? You got some pasta? Got some chicken?
So it's kind of ironic. So last night, weren't we just talking about nuggets and the meal?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
This
chocolate
is mac and
milk,
cheese
cosmic brownies, and...
Yeah, this is mac and cheese with extra cheese. So just kind of eating some carbs. I didn't really eat anything big today. So,
bro, you are thriving. This is like adult. This is a peak adulting right here.
It's in the fridge. It's in my stomach. That's the way it is, you know?
I can't say much because I think we had mac and cheese, frozen chicken, and like frozen fried chicken and broccoli. That was our dinner. So I come and right on par, yeah. And a Celsius.
Hey, the broccoli
Celsius
balances it. You had a Celsius.
Oh, I'm hooked, dude.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
You're not gonna sleep. Are you a caffeine addict?
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is plenty early for me. Like I could still be asleep in 90 minutes. Caffeine wears off so fast for me.
That's right. You drink a lot of coffee. I forgot about that.
I do, and iced tea.
You'll be
and
all right.
Everything else that has caffeine. Yeah, I'm kind of an addict.
Like this Coca-Cola would probably get me like stay up till 1 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
I don't take much. I don't know.
Honestly, I'm a little jealous, to be honest. Like I kind of wish caffeine did that much for me because I crash so
money,
hard.
Right?
Oh, it would.
That too. That's the biggest thing. I'm just like, how can I just like manage everything efficiently?
Just like
my brain never stops. I don't know. If I can work like live as a net zero, like everything's balanced, so you don't go down in money, and you just kind of like whatever you got.
Well, see, my justification was buying Celsius in bulk because if you buy it at the store, it's $3 a can. If you buy it in bulk, it's like $1.20. So that was my justification. So I was like,
that's not bad.
No. And I'm like, I could, I make good money. I can afford $1.20 per Celsius,
Not a problem at all.
I'm thriving, man. Thriving.
They make me sweat. That's all. I used to start sweating my chairs.
Really?
Yes,
See,
I would sweat. Not kidding.
They are the first ones that actually don't like, I don't get the hard crash with Celsius. Like you get a little bit, but it's not like if I do like Monster, which I hate, I can tell when I hit the edge of the cliff, just put me in a coffin.
It's a crash.
I'm done. Dead.
I don't know if I really crash, but I sweat. It burns. Like it says it burns calories just by drinking it. And I think there's something in it. It just eats me up. I might be allergic to it. I don't know.
Dude, maybe it does. Maybe it'll make me less fat. That'd be awesome.
It's a fat burner drink. That's what it was originally.
Come on.
I remember drinking them when I was in North Carolina. So I don't know if they even started the whole marketing scheme where they're just in every podcast except for ours. That's what we got to make make a deal.
Celsius, this is your opportunity.
There we go.
You could be right here.
Right there. It's right there.
And unlike the Coca-Cola racing family of drivers, we don't kill each other. So,
that's a good segue. That's a good lead.
The Celsius family podcasting hosts are all friends. We may disagree, but we're still friends. So, this is a better marketing opportunity than Coca-Cola has right now. I'm just saying.
1,000% until they buy them out.
Yeah, until there's that. So we're going to kick right into that. I think we need to go head first into the controversial topic. We don't need to take any side roads to get there. No, whatever. Let's go right to turn 3 on the last lap at Richmond International Raceway. Austin Dillon.
How about this?
Yeah.
How about this? Let's start with what the heck was Ricky Stenhouse doing?
Okay, I'm great with starting here because this is a good starting point.
Because that led to that. Because I don't think that thing just. I'm like I was just watching it on Discord and I was talking to my friend. I was like, I just have a feeling the caution's coming out because this is what happens.
Yeah,
something like it happened at the last race with Larson and the Denny Hamlin thing, Bubba Wallace or whatever it was. But yeah, man, I just don't know.
So I heard a theory, and actually, I'm like,
they got paid by NASCAR.
Well,
that's my theory.
So obviously, Ricky Stenhouse has been threatening to get back at RCR since the Kyle Busch incident. Does he look at Austin Dillon? Well, because of the North Wilkesboro thing.
Holy crap.
That's all I'm saying.
I didn't even think of that.
I think he knew what was going on because, you look at that accident with him in the 41. He cleaned him. Like, that was not,
I got on
tight.
Purpose?
Yeah. That's
it was 1,000% on purpose.
Let's start the conspiracy theory right here on the Racing Addicts podcast. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. did that intentionally.
You know, they're checking Austin Dillon's audio. They might want to check his.
Maybe
I kind of want to hear Ricky's spot, or someone got to bring this up. Can we find a way?
Did Brett Griffin give him the itchy arm thing again? Did he have a Michael Waltrip racing moment?
And it's always Richmond. Why is it always Richmond?
Every stinking time.
Not even like, it's not even like, that was the only caution was the Ricky thing with 2 to go. What the, 398 laps without a caution, then Ricky does, that happens. I'm like, there's no way that this wasn't paid or something was intentional.
The racetrack with the most mid racing product in the whole schedule has all the controversy, because now we're 2 for 2 this year on controversy, because we had Hamlin jump the restart in the spring, and then we had Stenhouse / Austin Dillon running over all his competition in the last corner. So it's the racing product might be kind of sucky there, but something's, I don't know if something's in the water or what.
I don't know, man, because it was weird. It didn't feel like there was just one caution. It kind of felt like there was other cautions, but there was stage cautions, but I felt like there was other controversial things, but I guess maybe, I don't know. It was going to be a calm race. He was just going to win by 3 seconds. And then all that happened. And
the shame is the narrative would have been totally different, because AD before that last caution, Austin Dillon straight up earned the win, without question. I'm you know me, I am very much not an Austin Dillon fan, as you're probably about to find out when I go into my rant.
This is probably this is the nicest thing you've ever said about him.
It is. Chris, I'm going to clip this part and send it just to you. But you got it. I try to be an honest and a fair guy when I look at stuff, and Austin Dillon was going to win that race straight up. I mean, he had the best car, he managed things well, he did a great job, and he was about to win. And so, again, credit where it's due, until Ricky Stenhouse it wasn't even for position. The 41 was on a totally different lap.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
You
should clip that, because I don't know if a lot of people know this. I don't think a lot of people know that. Well, that has not what came up once in our conversation on Discord.
Oh, really? So DBC brought it up. So I give them the credit, because I'm 15 minutes into DBC for this week.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So last lap, we'll go into this. Logano gets a great restart on the green white checkered. Gets out a couple car lengths. Austin Dillon doesn't lift going into 3. Careens it in there, takes out the 22, and then different opinions, but obviously it ends up with the 3 and the 11 coming together off turn 4, and Austin Dillon wins. And then Joey Logano is an idiot on pit road and almost hits people. So there's a lot to break down here. I guess I'm curious, right out of the gate, what are your thoughts on the situation? Because I think we differ, so I feel like this will be a good conversation.
We do differ. First off, I just want to say for the record, Austin Dillon, I think, straight up did earn it before that. Because he literally, he raced a great race. I couldn't believe how, because you're 32nd in points and you're running top 5 with, you know how Denny Hamlin and the Toyota guys are here, and they're just really good here. And,
gosh, yeah.
And Austin was spot on. Their adjustments or whatever they did, he looked smooth. He was passing cars on the same strategy. I first thought he must have better tires. No, he was on the same tires. It's crazy. But coming to this situation with Wreck, I really feel, the 22 was definitely intentional, right? But the 11 and the 3 situation, I really feel like that's a racing deal. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, spotter said this." I know the spotter said that. But if you look at the SMT data, I really feel that, I felt before this that Denny did have to come off the line. And he even admitted that he didn't even know he was there. And Austin, it was such a split second. Dang, you really think he had time to maybe turn it that far left? He was still on the white line. I really feel like when you hear both sides of the stories between that, I really feel like that scenario was a racing deal. Because Denny could have easily won this if he just held the yellow line. But he's done that at Talladega. He's cheated many times. Talladega, he went 7 rows behind, and then Matty D gets black flagged, but that's a different story.
I'm still mad about that race. That is so
I am too,
dumb.
and this justifies a little bit of that. And this is what I also look at this as situation too. I think if Austin Dillon did this to like someone that I like, if he did this to Corey, yeah, I wouldn't like be happy about it at all, but I would understand why he did it because no one likes him anyways. It seems like everybody hates him. But now I've actually seen more good comments about him wrecking or whatever this happened, right? Than I've seen the other like negative comments. I'm not on Twitter, but Facebook is all positive for Dale. Oh, not for Dale.
It's always positive for Dale.
I know, but for the three, I see people saying, I might actually watch this again. I'm like, well, that's interesting. It's not going to happen every week, but
no, he'll be 29th next week. Don't worry.
I don't know. He's good at Michigan. He's good in August. I don't think you guys realize. I knew he's led laps at Richmond in 2020. I remember I almost put him on my fantasy actually yesterday. I almost betted on him and I didn't. Yeah.
Should have, clearly.
Like the Lord said, you're not getting the verification code. So I did not bet. So that's why I didn't bet. But I probably would have put $10 down. Either way, no, I don't think he did anything wrong, but I really feel like it's justified if you see what the 22 and the 11 have done in the past. I'm not saying this was a great move. Obviously, you wish you would have won it straight up. But for what the 11 has done in the 22 has done way worse things than the 3. Well, I should say than what Austin Dillon has done for wins.
Yeah,
and because Dale Senior's done it many times, and no one about it. It seemed, but then the guy wasn't alive, so I don't know.
Well, and I guess like in the interest of fairness, like I do have to say, the incident on Logano, I'm actually great with. Like to me,
that's weird because I don't really like the 11 and the 3. I really think that's a racing field.
So I think, and this is what I saw, I think both were intentionally done by AD, and I think he's done a really good job of trying to backtrack in his press. But the 22 was obviously like clearly obvious, but
yeah,
I wasn't as mad about that just because that is NASCAR to me. Like when you have the like desperation moment, and again, like we've seen the 22 do the same thing. So
at Darlington, do you remember when we were there?
Absolutely.
And then Tom
Tom.
It's on my YouTube.
It still will never get old.
It's on there.
Oh, for years I will have what he yelled etched in my head, and I can't repeat it on a public forum. But it was really, really funny. So for that, I was totally great. Like even when it happened, I was like, huh, like I just laughed. The reason I got mad at the 11 is to me, it looked really blatant. If you look at the overhead view, the 11 moves up half a lane. The 3 comes down 2 lanes. So, and then
he stays on the white line. He never moves off the white line.
The 3 does. The 3 comes down.
He does not.
I'm telling you, you got to watch the overhead
his car
view. I'll stand by this.
I did. I watched it. You could see his car is on the white line. I'm positive he's on the white line. I've watched like that. I feel like I've watched a lot of the replays.
I will stand by it that he came down, and for me,
but to me, I feel like it equals out because Denny Hamlin. Why would you want Denny to win?
Well, I don't. Why? I think for me, it's just. And I know Jeff Gluck would on this rant, and this is where I don't know if you listen to the Teardown, but I found myself agreeing.
This is the only podcast I've listened to this
That's
year,
fair.
other than maybe the Stacking Pennies.
That's fair.
That's not the other one.
Hey, you got the important ones, the Racing Addicts Podcast. Yeah. That's all that matters. Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
make sure to download.
Gluck and Bianchi were actually like very much in disagreement on this incident because Bianchi. What's funny, I'm kind of on the Gluck side and you're kind of on the Bianchi side to make it really short.
Oh yeah.
But like
I'm just surprised.
What Gluck brought up that I actually, and this is kind of what I felt in the moment, is he's like, what does this look like that the guy has to wreck 2 cars to win the race? And then what precedent have we just set? Because now, what happens come Phoenix? Like, what happens if it's the 5 and the 12 again, and the 5 dive bombs at 5 car legs deep? I don't.
I would love that.
I don't like it.
I would love that.
I don't like it.
This is what you have to accept. You have to accept that this is not a racing series anymore. It hasn't been for years. It's an entertainment series.
Well,
it's always been. Have you noticed what has happened in the past? It's playoff format. It's entertainment. It's racing. as entertainment. It's not like what you're going to see in the World of Outlaws. It's not pure. It's not authentic. It's literally just entertainment. So from an entertainment perspective, it's perfect. And that's what that's just, you have to accept it. But you don't have to accept it, but you have to accept the fact that's what they're trying to do. That's why there hasn't been, I don't think they're going to strip the win away. They keep saying notifications.
No. In my head, there's a 0% chance they strip the win away. Honestly, what I think, oh my gosh. Well, Denny Hamlin, honestly, again, I am so sick of defending and agreeing with Denny Hamlin, but like,
it's disgusting.
It is, but I feel like I keep doing it and I hate it. But
you do.
He had the quote. Just
buy a shirt. I'll get you a shirt for Christmas.
He had a great quote Sunday night, which was, there's a lot of people in Daytona Beach right now that love what just happened, and they're the people that are running the sport into the ground. And I was like, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Like nothing he just said is wrong because...
But Denny's part of it though. What he's done in the past, that's all entertainment.
100%. I mean, like all the incidents with Kyle Larson, he's at fault for. Like 1,000%.
Yeah, he's hooked him at 200 mile an hour. And does anybody forget that Joey Logano broke Denny Hamlin's back at Auto Club for a win? It didn't win. Kyle Busch won. Look,
I honestly had forgotten that until you brought that up. And I was like, because that was a few years ago. That was
like high school, Mitch, I think.
It was Ford Fusion days. I remember that. So it was...
Tony Stewart was racing.
Yeah,
Joey was in the 22, though. Like, he was in the 22.
That was early Gen 6, I think. Like early Gen 6.
It's when they had the grill that kept coming off. The plastic thing.
Oh, yeah.
Fusion.
They were so ugly. Oh, my gosh. They were hideous cars.
Yeah, they were fast.
They were fast, but man, they were ugly.
I'd rather go back to that car.
But I mean, you are right when you say that. Like it is very much, everything's built for entertainment, and it's hard for me because I can appreciate the attitude that sports are entertainment. Like when you make that argument, like I'll totally buy in. But to me, there has to be integrity, because what's the line between NASCAR and Bowman Gray? And the problem is, I feel like the route that they're going down, it's going to be Bowman Gray in a year. Like,
yes.
And
like I said, that's what they want.
And see,
that's what they want.
I don't like that, because I like there are entertainment elements I like, but there's there's integrity. Yeah, and there's integrity elements that I think have to be there. Like another great example, it's further down on our list, but we're just going to bring it up now because you brought up an amazing topic. Talladega. Yeah, that's okay. Talladega is moving to the round of 8 next year. Like, are you serious?
That's Austin Dillon's prime, baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Well, why are you?
He's not making it to the round of 8. Come on.
Oh yeah, he is.
No, are you kidding? He was 32nd in points yesterday morning.
I don't know. No, he's 26 actually.
Two mornings ago. I'm sorry. Sunday morning he was 32nd in points.
8 positions, Alex. He might be top 20. He might be ahead of Kyle Busch.
He'll be 29th next week. I'm standing on this.
How about but you're right. You're right about the Dega. We can go into that. That is kind of crazy.
Like it just...
At first I didn't think it was, but...
And it's hard because like I'm one of the few people that actually likes the playoff system, but there's little things that I feel like it needs to be exciting but still maintain integrity. And then it's like putting Talladega on the round of 8 to me is just taking one more step backwards. And it's like, because now
what about
like everything's in play. Like the Daytona at the end of the regular season, I don't mind being the wild card because you had 25 other weeks to get it done. So I don't really care. Like if you get in a wreck and don't make it, it's like, well, bro, you've got 25 other weeks to do it. But Talladega, you get literally 3 shots in that round. And like, what happens if you're on the cut line and you get wrecked and now you're screwed to run for a championship because of freaking Talladega? Like it just drives me nuts.
That's the fact, because when it comes down to it, you're going to tune in to figure out what is going to happen. You're not just going to be like you're going to tune in, even if the passive fans are going to be like, oh, we're going to watch Talladega and someone's going to make the playoffs. Like it's going to be a crapshoot. It's going to be insane. And finally, like Talladega's always been kind of crazy, but there's been times where it's been very tamed. This is going to put it over the edge. And with these cars, because people just like to ride around as like rental cars because that's what they gave them.
Because you can't freaking pass because they're awful pieces of garbage. Yeah.
They need to fix it. But either way, I think it's, crazy. I think what they should do actually is they should have a super speedway. They should put a road course and then Martinsville It's like those three tracks like that.
Oh my gosh! In the round of 8,
and then your finale is Homestead, a 2-mile track. So you got all of our circuits. Like you got like each type. And then in the last round, it's going to throw. It would be crazy if you have AJ Allmendinger in the final 8. You have Austin Dillon in the final 8, and then like what else? Who else? Who's kind of like good at short tracks? Like I don't know. I mean, I don't even know
the 12, the 20, the 11, but they're probably going to be there anyway.
Underdogs. I mean, like someone that's not normally going to win.
Yeah, like Stuart Haas always oddly shows up at short tracks.
Berry,
so, yeah,
like Josh Berry.
That's good.
They throws people like them in the mix because they have certain niches, and I don't know, it just gives you a taste of every little track before the end of the season. I think that they're going to do that eventually once, and I'll mark this down. They're going to end up putting Atlanta last. And they're going to have half split. Either this is great, this is not. But right now, it's a super speedway, so it's going to happen.
I'm just not about it. Although I'll tell you what way I would be game for it is if you eliminated.
Almost get screwed.
Yeah. Oh, massively. If you eliminate the final elimination, then I'm in. Like make the last 4 races all the round of 8, and there is no round of 4. Then I'm okay with it. Then I don't mind as much.
They're never going to do that.
No,
you're right. If they're going to do that, get rid of everything. I'm all for this format because of how entertaining it is. But if we're going to go back to be a pure sport, let's get rid of everything and go back to playoffs start day 1. Duels. When you get points in the duels, it starts beginning, right? When the season starts. I like that. That's what the Cars Tour is. And guess what? I'm still following it closely. I like it. But I also like this playoff format because it's crazy and stupid. I've watched Matt Crafton win a championship without winning a race. After William Byron had 7 wins and lost to Phoenix because he wrecked. You know what I mean? Like things like that. That's like what NASCAR, like the unexpected turn of events is what they're hanging on to. And they do have some good races. There's some great racing, right? But it's going to be for entertainment. That's going to be their motive. Until that changes, you're going to need new ownership. You're going to need new leadership. And you're going to have to have a new perspective marketing team because it's a whole new.
Yeah, I think you need quite a few firings before you move on to that, unfortunately, because you're probably right, and that's why
we're close to that.
I'm probably getting.
I think we're close.
I think so because the Cars Tour is doing a lot right now, and they're getting a lot of attention and a lot of eyeballs, and I think that's starting to change the tide on. Which big shock, Dale Jr. is changing the sport.
It's not only him; it's like the other. That are with it too.
They're all incredible. Kevin Harvick has been phenomenal. Like
I think he's the brains of it all. I think he's the operational. I think Jeff Burton, because he's part owner, he's probably the penalty guy. Justin Marks is the marketing guy, and Dale's just the the guy.
I'm a genius at racing. Yeah,
it's a perfect combo. You put Ray Everham and Tony Stewart in that mix, and you got yourself a pretty intelligent group of people that like to get things done.
Honestly, we talked about it in our last episode, but those are the people that should be running NASCAR.
Yeah, that's right.
I still stand by that. But so we were rumored to have a penalty report today, but now it's going to be coming out tomorrow, which actually kind of works out for the podcast because we got a day.
Suspense.
Yeah, and we get it. Man. We get a day to record before there's news, which is going to kill our social media content. But honestly, I'm glad that we get the raw reaction. So like. Yeah. What are you expecting to see on the penalty report tomorrow?
I have a feeling the 22 is definitely going to be on it.
1,000%.
And I do think he's going to get a point penalty. I believe the 22 is going to get a point penalty for it. It's going to be. I have a feeling Austin Dillon won't get anything. I just have this feeling, and I'm okay with that.
Oh my gosh! I think
I can't wait to see everybody erupt. I can't wait. I can't wait. Please text me.
Uproar is going to be insane. Like,
cry about it.
I'll be. Yeah, you'll hear it from me tomorrow if he doesn't get anything. So,
I don't think he's going to get stripped though.
I personally think I do not see the win getting stripped at all. There's zero evidence to ever push that, and honestly, it's if they strip the win, I think you go down a road you don't want to go down. Because then it's going to call into question every little move. So I don't like that idea. My thought, like I told you, I have no issue with the hit on the 22. To me, that's racing. Like it sucks, but to me, that's the self-policing thing. Because now, if the 22 is behind the 3 going for a win, guess what's going to happen? So like, I don't mind that part of it because to me, that's self-policing. To me, I think you have to be consistent. In my opinion, between the video and the SMT data, I think he right hooked the 11. I think he needs to sit at home next week.
Oh my gosh, no.
But here's the other thing.
Nope.
I think
that's crazy.
I think he's getting suspended. I really do. I think he's going to sit at home.
That's crazy.
And I'll tell you why, because not only from my opinion, but I know you're not on Twitter. I'm telling you, 95% of the industry professionals are furious with Austin Dillon right now because of what he did to the 11. Like the general consensus.
I do not see it like that.
I think
I do not see anything wrong.
I really think he's going to get suspended. I don't think there's going to be anything else. And then I think he's obviously going to get a waiver because the whole waiver system is stupid and irrelevant anyway. So I think he's going to sit at home, but he's going to get a waiver.
You remember when Denny Hamlin wrecked the half the field to at Martinsville to make it to the next round? I believe. I think he wrecked, or maybe it was Kyle Busch. I think it was Denny Hamlin.
I don't know that I remember that.
Across the track, it was I forget who won. I think Kyle Busch won the race, or I don't know. It was I have to find a clip, but I don't know. I don't think that's right at all. I don't agree at all. I don't.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna find out tomorrow which one of us is right. But I think it's coming. I am in the minority on the suspension. The popular opinion is points and a big fat penalty for money. I do think Joey, and honestly, Nolan brought up the data with the Ty Gibbs, Ty Dillon pit road incident last year, which was 75. Was it Texas? I think it was Texas. And
another Texas track.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I think the Ty Gibbs one was 75K and 25 points. And honestly, I'm pretty in alignment with that. I think that's what Joey's going to get tomorrow.
Doesn't do anything.
No, I mean, he doesn't give a crap.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think at least it does something. So I think it's still good.
Yeah.
And the other good thing that's going to come out of this, and I know this does not justify Joey's actions at all, but those people were not supposed to be there. And that has actually been one of the biggest uproars I've seen, and that NASCAR just hasn't policed this in the last couple months, that people are running out onto pit road when it's still hot. So the good news is
that's not supposed to happen at all.
Yeah, the pit road is not cold until every car comes to a stop. So as much as Joey's in the wrong, Austin Dillon's kids shouldn't have been on freaking pit road. So I do think the one good thing to come out of this is I think NASCAR is going to actually start enforcing that from what I'm hearing. So there's silver lining in every cloud, right? I feel like you got to take something good out of every crappy situation.
Yeah, but
so
it's still very shallow of Joey because I think he has
dumb.
Only a 5 now. I mean, he literally just had a newborn. I think he has his 4th kid. I think he married a high school sweetheart.
Yeah,
and I just think about if Austin Dillon did to them, the uproar would be. You know what I'm saying? It'd be even worse.
Oh yeah,
because it's Austin Dillon.
And I have not seen one person justifying Joey's actions. One of our friends, Sky, who is the most diehard Joey Logano fan in the world. She got a freaking 22 tattoo in her leg. She even posted this is wrong. This is straight up wrong. So the good news is I don't see anybody upset if Joey gets a big fat fine. I think it's everyone knows it's coming and it's deserved.
And for the record, yes, we have our feelings for these drivers, right? We don't like them, how they race and things like that. But overall, I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to see any of this stuff happen. Joey off the track is a phenomenal guy. He's a phenomenal person. Denny Hamlin, I don't know. I think he's just as bad off the track.
It depends. But, it really does. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Things, man. He's good. Actually, he's friends with Austin Dillon. It's very ironic. They play the basketball together, the 3-on-3. He's in it. They're playing each other.
Not this
Thursday.
week.
They are. They're playing. And Austin wants to go. He says he's going. He says he's going to go.
Oh my gosh, how would you love to be a fly on the wall there?
I think it'd be. I think this is what it's going to be. I think they understand the role, right? I think they understand. Either way, they're set. You know what I mean? It's fun. There's going to be some beef probably, but then he has 4 wins. He's in the playoffs. He's fine. He has all this money. He's good. He owns a team. They finished second, third. Then he's good. You know,
Still
Austin Dillon, he's set. Yeah, they're probably. I have a feeling they're gonna go and they're gonna bro hug and be like, "Dude, did you see that?" And they're gonna like, "Did you see the comments here?" And they're gonna bring up the Racing Addicts and be like, "Look at
these morons! What a crappy take! Freaking
like,
idiots!
Look at them arguing over this." But I really think I think they'll be all right. I don't think it's going to be any bad blood. I think if it was Joey Logano, it'd be a little different. But
there's genuine bad blood between Joey and them for sure.
Joey
like
and any driver. What I mean by that, I'm not just going back of what I said. I'm saying is like when it comes to drivers, I think he takes things personal. I really think he takes it personal, and that's not a bad thing, but it's just hard to, I guess, manage the daily life.
Yeah. Joey's a weird one. Joey's a really weird one.
He's probably like has a calendar and he's like, this guy, not again. You
ever see like in TV shows where they're like, I have a list of everyone that's done me wrong, and I'm convinced Joey actually has that list.
Like, and he has like Denny Hamlin with like 17 X's, and like Austin Dillon has 3. And
I was just saying, if not, AD just got added to it. Like, if nothing else,
he probably just got 10 more. He got 10 more. It's gonna be
this one counts for 5.
You know.
It might be a thing. I'm just saying.
I can see it being a thing for sure. You know what? Yeah. It's kind of crazy, man.
It is, and I'm curious just to see what comes out of it, because I think this is a big moment for NASCAR to kind of show. How do I word this correctly? To show like where their heart is, because
what's their motive?
Yeah,
what's the motive?
Exactly. That's the way to say it.
You think it's authentic. This is two perspectives. I would love it to be authentic, but they're not consistent, dude. You haven't done it to Denny. You haven't done it to Joey.
Right.
I mean, Joey did it to Joey. Ended Carl Edwards' career. You ruined his championship in the 19 car.
Well, he did, but Carl did wreck himself. Carl wrecked himself. Like I'm not blaming Joey for that one.
Okay, so did Denny. So okay, we'll go with that. We'll make peace with it.
No, you're. And
they never got stripped. You know.
Yeah, it's the only thing that I see consistent is they've been fairly consistent on the rear right hook. So I think that's going to be for me where I'm curious where they go, because that's.
It's not a right hook.
And again,
it's not. If a right hook. I mean, there are a lot of examples out there, but that was not a right hook.
I'll die on this hill, but that's okay.
No.
I will die on this hill all day.
I'm curious what the comments are going to say, because they're going to say something.
Quite literally is going to be 50-50. That is the only thing I've learned, is it's going to be exactly 50-50.
I've been seeing the comments on TikTok on a lot of posts. It's been like 90-10 Austin Dillon.
Against Austin Dillon?
No, 4.
Really?
4 to 3.
So I have seen the opposite. So...
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you.
Guys, this is a perfect...
This is Twitter versus TikTok, because I'm on the Twitter and you're on the TikTok.
Yep, I isolate myself from the liberals. And
oh my gosh. They're everywhere. Don't even get me started on that tangent. Make short track skate again. That's all I'm saying.
Oh gosh. Either way, it's 2 different perspectives. It's literally like an experiment, honestly. That's what it feels like.
But the real question, does Richmond have a sloped roof? That's what we need to figure out here. Sorry, it was a bad joke. I was trying to throw a political thing in there. Never mind.
Oh, I got you. It has something to do with Anthony Oliver
and the Secret Service, and
the roof.
There we go. Sorry,
gotcha. Yeah,
it was probably too far. It was too far of a leap.
Pennsylvania wasn't even the same state.
Close enough.
No, we're good.
So
we're going on.
I don't know. I think we should move on. Let's move on to to the tire. So what's funny is like what was going to be really the only talking point for the race got totally covered up by the last 4 or 5 laps, all initiated by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Thank you. Shout out, buddy.
That was it.
I mean, it was bad. Like, He's not getting the heat that he deserves to get, honestly. We're just as much to blame about it. Yeah. So we need to do our part right now to bring the heat on Ricky Stenhouse, because that was freaking ridiculous. But anyway, moving on. Yep. The bigger topic that somehow got missed, we had 2 tire compounds. We had an option tire, and we had some strategy, and we had some everything. And the strategy added an element. I still didn't think the racing quality was good, but I think the strategy made the race tolerable. I will say, I think the prime, and I'm going to screw up the names because there's too many freaking terms. The hard tire needs to just disappear.
Yes.
And what they brought as the
bad.
soft tire just needs to be it. That's it. Like, don't even make it a strategy game. Just, hey, the yellow tire, we threw them away. We melted them. We're only running the red tires from now on. That's what I want.
They just won. And you know what's great? I think they were experimenting to see what tire compound worked better.
100%. And I think they realized, like, I mean, let's look at Richmond's track record for the last 5 years. Like,
this is a lot of pit stops, dude.
Well, and if you're going to gamble on a race not being good, like, this is the race to gamble on. So I do agree. This was their, like, hey, we're going to throw something out there, and if it sucks, it's just Richmond so who cares? So I do think this red compound is what we're going to see at all of the short tracks the rest of the season, in my opinion.
I think it's a good step in the right direction.
1,000%. I'm with you.
You got that tire and no shifting, and you add like just a little bit of power. I think we'll be cooking. I think we'll be cooking. I'll be back interested again, guys.
Even with this sucky car the way it is, like Sunday night, we still saw where, depending how hard the driver drove on the red tires, changed how long they were quick. Because we had the 34 that was super abusive on the tires, and he only made it, I think, like 28 laps before he started dropping off. But then we had the 99 and the 12. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching every team, but obviously I was watching the 12 because he's my dude. They were making it like 50 laps on that tire before it started to fall off. So what was cool is not only did we see speed go up and down, but we saw driver input meant something. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is like almost a race car again. So it
did run pretty well.
But I think that's huge. Like, as much as I would like to just scrap this car altogether, we know it's not going to happen. So give me just this red tire. Throw the yellow one away. I don't give two craps. It sucks. It's garbage. They'd still be running on the yellow tire if that's all they brought to Richmond. And just do all this red tire and let the drivers actually freaking have an impact. So I thought it was a win, and I'm hoping they move forward with it.
Yeah, and my only theory is I just started thinking of this. So do you think that racing changes if everybody's on the same, like on that tire? Do you think it changes? Do you think there's as much of a, like, is everybody running the same speed? Will everybody be back at the same speed? I do think the tire fall off does. I think if everyone's on the red, it's better because the strategy is going to get really annoying. It really is, because everyone's going to do the same thing. So I don't think you're going to get the variation. But if everyone's on the same tire that is wearing that quickly and they have to manage, now you're actually going to see your really good drivers. You're going to start to see them really shine, and it's going to show you can't just run qualifying laps every lap. So that's where I'm all in. Like, honestly, it's going to look like a freaking Cars Tour race. Like, that's what it's going to be.
Which is
you got to manage your tires.
Which is what we want.
It's what we want.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think that's a great point. I think NASCAR did hit on that this week. So that's a very good plan, I think, if they can go through with it. And I hope that's the conversation in Daytona.
I'm so hoping so. I don't, and this is just me. I know I'm not the only one on this boat, so I don't want a blanket statement as every NASCAR fan. I don't like having two tire compounds in a race. Like, I think it's like it's a last resort thing to make it exciting, but I don't want that to be the primary decision. So I'm hoping this was just to see whether the tire was good or not, and not whether we want to have a tire strategy in every race.
Yeah, I think if the product has gotten that bad, I think that is your go-to. And honestly, I'm okay if they bring it to Martinsville. I think that track for this year, unless if they go with the soft tire. If they go with the soft tire, I'm all for it. But I don't think they're going to do that.
Soft, baby.
Either do this thing or go all soft, because we're not going back to whatever it was in April. We're not doing that again.
Oh, it's junk. It's junk. I'm so sick of seeing that great track suck. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like if you can go on the soft tire, I'm probably in for both races next year for Martinsville, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 100%. I'm not even going to hesitate. If they throw in the strategy game, I think I'm still going to be in for next year. So I like Martinsville. That's where I think I would put my money at if they can get the tire right. And it's a step in the right direction. If you get rid of shifting, I think it's a huge. I think I would change the game. I think it would make short tracks right again. I think it really would do that.
That's our theme this episode, in case anyone else missed that. Make short track good again. Great again. Not good. Great. Great.
Yeah. And you know what? And you take what we saw on Sunday and just throw in a better tire combo with no shifting. I mean, you got to perfect race. You got an insane.
Yeah.
You just got pure entertainment Sunday night after the Olympics.
Please. That would be awesome. And honestly, and I'll throw this little addendum on the back end. Like, Richmond's not a great track. I don't think it's been a great track for years.
It's a great facility.
It's a fantastic facility, and location I think is cool. I think the location's really cool. And honestly, I would love to go. I just can't justify it because, like, I don't feel like giving up a Sunday to go see a crappy race. But they're going down
Saturday night.
Yeah, they're going down to one race next year. That's all but confirmed. I haven't heard anything saying opposite. So this is my plea to Richmond Raceway. You're going to have some extra time on the calendar next year. Iowa Speedway was supposedly modeled after Richmond. So a lot of the aspects are the same. Iowa's good. So why don't we figure out what part of that design was good, which is progressive banking, by the way, and just take the time and let's fix it and let's make Richmond good again, because in that footprint, you should have amazing racing. So obviously something just sucks in the design. So
yeah, because Iowa was so good it's just so good on all series. And imagine if they didn't make that pavement thing happen, but I would still be even better. But either way, you're right. You're spot on with that. I really think that should be the direction they should head. That conversation should be headed.
Yeah, I think so too. And make it good. And maybe we get back to 2 dates. But right now, I think it's the most undeserving 2-date race we have.
It's such a prime location, like Richmond and Martinsville, just like for the East Coast. And I don't know. We are spoiled. We are on the East Coast. I know out West, they don't get a lot of, I think they get a lot of racing, but it's different. It's just everything's spread out there. Up on the East Coast, I feel like if you're like mid Virginia or low Virginia, you can go to like 7 NASCAR tracks in like a 2-hour radius. Like, it's pretty insane. And
honestly, that's the place to live because there's a lot of good tracks down there. Like, we have a lot of crappy tracks up here, but like they have a lot of
not the best.
Yeah,
I would like to go to Watkins Glen one of these years. I think that'd be a good track to go to. I just can't justify it. But
and that's unfortunately, I'm in the exact same boat. I'm like, for me to give up a weekend is a big thing, so it's like
it's tough.
I'm not going to waste it on Watkins Glen or Richmond.
No, and that's why I'm
Pocono.
Come on, just stick like to Martinsville and like maybe Charlotte, until things get better. So,
which
I like Bristol too.
Speaking of tracks that we want to go to, it was leaked today by Freddie Kraft. I don't think he was supposed to say this out loud.
Rockingham.
Rockingham is going to have a triple header with ARCA, Xfinity, and Trucks next year on Easter weekend, not on Sunday. So it's going to be like a Friday, Saturday show. And
why Easter?
But Friday and Saturday on Easter weekend. So
so you're saying we're going to go down?
That's exactly what I'm saying, is that we are going down for Friday and Saturday.
Just add the cars toward Thursday.
Yeah. And they don't have lights, which means they can only run so late anyway, so we can still drive home Saturday night and be home for Easter.
I was hoping like Friday would be like a night race. Oh, they must have a doubleheader Saturday or something Saturday.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's got to be.
Yeah.
I don't think they have lights, unless I'm an idiot, but I'm pretty sure they don't have lights. So
I think you're right. It's been a while.
I think, I haven't talked to my wife about this yet, but I think we should definitely plan on doing this next year when they release it, because
I'm in for that. I think I'd be a perfect combo.
A cool speedway with the cars that actually race good. So,
do you know how many Cup drivers are going to be there? A lot of Cup drivers.
It's like a lot. I just put the two together.
You just put the two and two together.
I know. In my head, I was like, "Oh, Cup's going to be at Bristol or something stupid." But no, that's right. They're going to be. Oh, you're right. You're right.
So they're going to be there.
JRM's going to have like 10 cars at that race.
Dale's going to race it.
Oh,
it's going to be sold out pretty quick.
He so should. That'd be awesome.
If they announce it and it's for sale, just buy the tickets with Venmo you. Just let me know.
Sold, locked in, just like I did for Tusky 50. Just buy them, lock them in.
I need to send you that. I keep forgetting we're going to that. I actually forgot about that race.
That's okay. I told Jordan just to bring cash. Whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. I told him I got to buy a new Danny Dietrich hat anyway, so just bring cash and I'll buy a hat for the race.
You know how far behind I'm on my merch? I mean, I haven't bought merch in a while. I've been on saving mode.
It's time to break that habit, baby. Come on. I'm good.
But yeah, you're right.
I got I'm stocked up on so much Blaney merch. I'm not buying NASCAR merch for like 3 years unless he wins another championship this year. Then I'll buy another championship one. But
you kind of have to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. So that Wabash car from Pocono looks cool too. But I don't know if I can justify that right now. So. So Rockingham definitely happening. Cool. And I was already texting my buddy Doug Hamill, who is a listener of the pod and big racing fan, and he wants to do it too. So we may end up just taking a whole group. I'll tell you what, that's not that terribly far of a drive for the Here for the Speed guys. So I'm calling them out now. I hope they're listening.
Oh, there we go.
Let's do a big reunion hangout. It's going to be the best racing at a track we haven't been at for. When was Truck Series there last? 15 years ago? So, well,
actually, no. Casey Kane was the last winner, I think.
Was it 2013?
Rockwell Trucks, or was it Kyle Larson? Yeah, Kyle Larson was in.
You're right.
Oh,
we picked up somebody.
Oh, no,
he's still connecting. But I was wondering why my screen flashed, and now I figured it out. I think it's
because. It's because the man of the hour is here.
But the man of the hour still has to turn his camera on.
I don't even know how to do that. Oh, here we go.
There we go. Now
there he is. Ooh. Fresh cut.
Hey, come on. Oh, yeah. What a man.
No, I don't look like a homeless person anymore.
What a man, what a man, what a mighty fine man.
Yes. So welcome to the F-150 studios.
Man. We are honored. You are breaking away from your family vacation to spend time with us this evening.
I am. Well, in all honesty, we were at my mother-in-law's house, and they're all up in her apartment. So I'm going to talk here for a minute.
Yeah. So really what you're saying is we're helping you right now.
I mean, we're not going to go that far, but yes.
but maybe a little bit. Yeah.
We'll call a spade a spade.
Oh my gosh.
That's fair. It is what it is.
Just like we'll call, yeah. Where are you guys at in the podcast?
So we just kind of wrapped up Richmond and we were moving on to the next topic, but it's actually a great time because we haven't yet left Richmond. So it's a great opportunity for you to give your thoughts on.
Who else? You know who else of us didn't leave Richmond? Ty Dillon's entire family.
Austin's.
Us. The other.
I know, I said Ty. No, I meant Ty. They're all
Dillon
the same.
Fam. They are pretty
They're all the same. The Dillon fam. The children's there. How do you say that pluralized? The children's.
The pop-pops.
Chill dry. I don't know what the plural.
You don't actually have to call them anything. You can just tell it's them by their silver spoon.
So what are your thoughts on that last lap? Just hit us,
So I've had a lot of time to digest this. And at first, I really was upset about it. And at second, I was really upset about it. And third, I was really upset about it. The only good thing that came out of it was Joey Logano didn't win and Denny Hamlin didn't win. So I will start by saying...
I think it justifies it.
No, it would have justified it if Tyler Reddick would have won.
Oh no.
That would have been that
would have been even better.
Yes. Man, he sucks. I'm not the biggest Joey fan. I'm definitely not a Denny Hamlin fan. And I do see, I know everybody is like, oh, well, Joey Logano would have done the same thing. And then they show all the clips of Joey wrecking everybody. And that's not racing,
Spot on Joey impression, by the way.
Thank you. But people show the video of the Texas Terry incident. They're all right there. They're this, you know what I mean? I don't know which side my camera's on. They go like this. Can I do this? Is it too late to do this?
You're fine.
I feel like this is better.
You're fine. Do the thing.
They're like this.
Yes.
Can't make up your mind. Is that what you're doing?
He did.
Sorry, I got an email. I was reading an email. Sorry. So
Priorities.
like this, like this, but they don't do that. He was like this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, bro sent it from like a street corner away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to do it.
It was like Bernie Williams throwing somebody out from center field. You know what I mean? Like it was like a hell of a throw.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Oh my gosh.
Which
PTSD from hearing that line. If I could hear it one more time.
Whatever it takes.
I said at work today 3 times. No one even understood what I was saying.
So David, do you feel differently on the hit with the 22 versus the hit on the 11? Because that's kind of been a popular topic with this.
Alex called me out for it.
Okay, I know everybody says he right hooked him, and I think that was less blatant than the hit on the 22.
Yes, it's a racing deal. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know that the Denny Hamlin incident. Like, I don't think it compares to when Bubba took out.
Larson.
Kyle.
That's a bam. Perfect example. Close. That is a right hook.
That's a blatant right hook. This
for Denny Hamlin to win.
was coming up. He was coming up and he was coming down. And I did hear Ty Dillon and it was kind of funny. I didn't listen to the whole podcast yet, but I did watching Dale Jr.'s face listening to Ty Dillon.
Bro.
As soon as he won that race,
as
soon as he won that race, Dale was like, I got to interview him tomorrow. You know it. Like,
keep talking. I'm writing down your cuss. Hold on.
Yes. He's like, damn it, Dale. Well, hopefully that was the first edit of the podcast. You're welcome.
So did you see the, I don't know if you saw the social media clip that it's the video of him when he's talking to Austin about that. I don't know if you got a chance to see that part.
That's what I was watching. Like they're cutting to Dale and he's just like, he looks like he's in pain. Like he's taking a lie detector test and he's got nothing but lies.
Dale was not buying 1 ounce of what came out of Austin Dillon's mouth. I'm telling you, it was so freaking funny. You got to watch it, Mitch.
I watched it. I didn't pick up on that. But maybe I was probably eating food.
His eye looked like it was
food is priority.
Oh,
there was
Austin?
so much pain in Dale's eye. Dale.
Oh, I was gonna say Austin couldn't look at the camera though. He kept looking away.
This is the dumbest thing of it. It was like me watching a Kamala, thing. It was like, wow, this is painful.
Come a chameleon.
Can't answer a question.
Come on, Harris. Come on now.
I think Austin answered the questions though. He described what
he did.
Questions.
I just don't think Dale bought it at all because Austin was justifying everything, and Dale had this look like, bull crap. Like that was what I read. Maybe that's my bias, so maybe that's what I saw.
I mean, there is bias in Dale's pit because Denny's bringing in income for Dirty Mo, and Dale owns it. So
but
Dale's making more this week.
Well, he doesn't own the 3-car, but you're right. It's his dad's number. Still. It shouldn't be ran. It shouldn't be ran. It should honestly just be Dale's. No, it shouldn't be ran.
It should be over. Yeah.
In all series, there should be no 3-car. It should not happen.
No,
it should be gone. That's just after Dylan to get rid of it.
Of course, I think the 43 too. Yeah.
Unless the last name's Earnhardt. That's the only exception.
That's actually, that's a really stupid topic that we haven't never covered. And all of the other sports, when there's somebody that iconic, the number's retired.
Yeah, that's
like Mickey, no like Derek Jeter. Nobody will ever wear number 2 again in the Yankees pinstripes. Why? Because nobody is worthy of it.
Yeah.
Sure as hell wasn't Austin Dillon, which they brought it out of retirement for, which doesn't make any sense. Like,
I didn't agree with that either.
You're quite we're not even sure that he's better than Ty.
Austin? He's way better than Ty.
Yeah. I'm at least willing to give him that.
2 championships, 5 cup wins.
Championships.
He has championships. He won Truck and Xfinity. He might, if he wins the championship this year, David, he'll be the first person to have all 3.
I'm sorry to break your heart, but he's finishing 16th this year in points.
Next year when Talladega's in the final 8, David, Austin Dillon's your champion, 25. He's written all over Ty Dillon.
I just want to point something out. I just want to say this. Let's fast forward the week of Phoenix. If Ty Dillon wins this championship, I will never be on this podcast ever again. You're welcome, Alex. Bleep that one out too. Never.
Dude, you're right, because if Corey doesn't race, I'm out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, I can't. I just can't. There's nothing more fixed than that. I can't do it.
Or was it more fixed than the 47 bring out the caution with 2 to go because of a conspiracy, possibly that, which I think might be right. Well, because
I don't know if you guys know this now, but the 47 sucks.
Yeah, but he also hated Kyle Busch, like we all forgot about North Wilkesboro. And Alex brought up a great point because I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but it might have been intentional.
I think there's something there.
I'm not going to touch that.
Yeah, you are. You're going to say.
I'm going to think about it. I'll talk about it next week.
All right, I like it. So your current position is just that he sucks.
He sucks.
What if we told you it wasn't for position?
I think it's very...
That was a lap car.
Oh, yeah. They were on different laps. The 47 wrecked the 41 and they were on different laps.
You want to talk about that?
Who even drives the 41?
Well,
I guess Priest.
Yeah. His name's
Priest,
on the door.
Right. I forgot about him. Yeah. It's kind of ironic that he seems to be the one that always messes up the end of races. Every week.
Yes, 1,000%. It's Stenhouse, Priest, or Kyle Busch. Those are your 3. We're gonna wreck with 4 to go.
You look like an ogre.
God, I hate that guy.
Do you remember your rant from 2 or 3 years ago about Ryan Priest's post-race interview? Some people do this for a career.
Shut up.
I think it was not a host of bar. The trans. That one.
I didn't even know you said that out loud. Hostabar. You mean the guy that takes Spire's equipment and actually does well with it?
You're right. Oh no, David. Oh no.
Oh,
Mitch, I just want to say.
Now we went downhill.
Mitch, I just want to say it has been an honor to have you on the podcast.
It's been great.
We're gonna miss you, buddy. We're gonna miss you.
This is my last season, guys. So.
This is.
Well, on that note, do we go to the next note on the list?
Unfortunately, Mitch is going to depend on betting on races, which means his 401k is going to.
401k is fine, David. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. But you're right. I have lost a lot of races. I have Roth. I have a Roth IRA. It's a lot better.
Yeah. The IRA is outperforming the betting.
Buddy.
Yeah, we're fine.
So I will say, I got to get off here quick, but I will just say, at the end of the day, it couldn't have happened to 2 better drivers. Right. I wish Tyler Reddick would have won.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
I understand Joey's frustration. I really wish he would have hit somebody on pit road because that would have made this story way better.
Oh.
And let's be honest.
No.
Let's.
You just killed me.
HR Mitch just died.
Bro.
Yeah. Bro, I'm self-employed. I can say whatever I want.
I know, but. Yeah. Austin Dillon's a nice guy.
Yeah, for a gay dude.
Oh my God.
Can we say that?
Yeah, we've said way worse last week, so.
I mean, make short track. I like your shirt, Alex. I just noticed that.
Thank you. Make short tracks great again. Short track race. Yeah. I don't know. It said something. I got a microphone blocking it. I'm pretty sure this is the same outfit I wore in the last episode, and I just realized that.
You did. I wasn't going to say that.
Gosh. Guys, I promise I have showered. Wow. I really like.
You outfit repeater.
We've been away for 3.5 weeks and you haven't showered.
Apparently. Jeez, this is thank God you guys aren't in studio. That's all I'm saying.
Who did?
I mean it like this. In studio with Alex.
All right, do that and say holy frick. I want to see. Holy frick.
The quick shout out before holy frick, you chicken. The quick shout. So my buddy Tyler was at the race and he was standing in turn 3 on the fence when the wreck happened. He said it was the coolest thing ever.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Tyler.
That's
awesome.
Pretty dope.
Yeah. it was, he said it was awesome. And then I have a lot of people saying, raise hail, praise Dylan, which is probably one of the most painful things I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
if that doesn't send you to hell saying that, I don't know what will.
Well, I have not yet said it, so
You just said it twice.
Ugh.
Said it twice.
All right, so last thoughts, David. What are your predictions on the penalty report tomorrow? What do you think's coming?
Joey's going to get one.
For sure.
Joey's going to get a big one. Denny's not, and neither is Dylan, because if you penalize Dylan, you have to take his win away.
Well, I don't think they're... Yeah, regardless, I don't see the win taken away, but I think something's coming.
I think if you penalize him and don't take the win, that is also chicken. And it would be awesome if they did. Like, if they were like, we don't support this, you didn't win. But then Denny won, so I don't even know if I like that.
Yeah, I don't like it. If Reddick was second, I'd be more game for it.
Reddick is second.
No, they gave it to Denny.
No, they gave it to Denny.
It's the stupid caution line bullcrap.
Wait.
So talk about another freaking rant. Yeah, Denny finished second, not Tyler.
Did I win money?
Denny finished second.
Even though Tyler crossed the line second, Denny finished second because of loops and lines and cameras.
I would have went to the line. You already had
because NASCAR is run by a bunch of libtards. That's why.
I know.
Well, it's an entertainment series, David. I don't think any penalties coming.
You'll have to listen to the episode to hear our Mitch and I's discussion on that. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't like listening to a bunch of idiots talk. Sorry, I don't listen to episodes.
Oh.
You listen to DBC, also, it's like the same thing.
Enjoy your lobster.
Shout out to Melody. Sorry I said the F word.
Twice.
Oh
my gosh.
Besides that, yeah, you guys have fun. I'm not here. Today was like the best vacation day ever.
That's good. I'm glad. And you're not burnt. That's impressive.
No, I didn't go to the beach. I woke up at 9:45. Went for a golf cart ride. Then came back and we cooked lunch on the fire pit. And I took a nap and got up and went and got steaks. And now I'm here.
Man, you are living the dream, my friend.
Pretty good day. It's a real... Yeah. Soaking it up.
I'm jealous.
Don't want to be hanging out. I'm worried, we're in Rehoboth, so we're probably going to run into freaking Joe Biden.
He's on the beach.
I'm not going to lie. I'd be afraid to run into Joe Biden with my daughter because Aubrey does not understand the things that she says are inappropriate.
Oh, dude,
at that point,
I want video of that if it happens. Please.
She's been using Joe Biden as a verb for like a year and a half.
I wonder where she got that from.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
Could not tell you.
Like father, like daughter.
Yeah, sometimes it just rubs off.
Yeah. I mean, the good news is if she says something bad, he's not going to remember it, so it doesn't really matter.
She says that a lot too.
I mean, he might not even be alive right now. We don't know. So, stunt double. Just saying.
I haven't seen him publicly, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but hey, you guys have a wonderful week. Looking forward to Michigan. We're going to get Busher going back to back as my pick. Is Xfinity. Who's racing with Cup this week?
Xfinity and ARCA.
Xfinity.
ARCA, I'm going to pick a terrorist attack for ARCA. Best thing that could happen to the sport.
Nailed it.
Xfinity, big track. Well, mile and a half, but big track. I'm going to go with the 21.
Man, Austin Hill finally becomes relevant again. Big pick.
Big pick.
Big pick. All right. Hey, thanks for joining,
Austin,
man.
Thank you guys. Have a great week. And don't forget, vote for me for most irrelevant talk show host on the SB Awards. Thank you.
Hallelujah and amen.
Enjoy Big Fish.
I don't go to Big Fish. I got sick there.
Oh, you got sick there?
I got sick at Big Fish. I never got back. Can't do it.
Dang.
Can't do it.
No, it's understandable. Enjoy your steak.
So, obviously, unfortunately, we had the news with Corey Lajoie Not going to be at the 7 car next year. There's a lot of rumors circulating. But like you are like the most diehard Corey Lajoie fan. So like I have to give you the floor. Like what are your thoughts, obviously, on this?
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. I feel like I think that probably he got kicked because he hasn't been putting results in, and it's been frustrating. I don't know really what's going on, but it's unfortunate. I don't really have another Cup Series driver. I don't mind Willie B, like putting $5 on him, but I don't know if Corey's going to be in Cup next year or where he'll be. I support him wherever he'll go. It's been whatever. It's part of life. It's part of the industry. It's a cutthroat industry. I used to be a part of it for a little bit. And it was just different, it's just different culture there. So, it is what it is. And if he's not in Cup next year, I don't know if I'll even be watching, to be honest. So how I feel about the whole situation. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, who's my other driver? I like Ryan Truex, and he raced 6 races. I like Hailie Deegan. Everybody hates her, so she doesn't have a ride. And Lane Ricks doesn't have a ride for next year. So I'm probably just going to watch Cars Tour and whatever Ryan Truex races, and maybe go to Rockingham, and I'll go to Marsville probably once. Or twice. But my focus is definitely probably going to shift after this year. And I'll just watch NASCAR from afar. So.
I mean, the Cup Series has been frustrating. I know we've had a lot of ups and downs collectively, really, this year. Just frustrating moments. Yeah. So it's understandable, especially to lose your guys. So I'm still holding out hope. If I can pick where Corey Lajoie goes, I want him to go to JRM, and I want him to win races and gain confidence. And I think he can do that in a JRM car in Xfinity. So I'm not.
And it's just kind of crazy because I really think he'd be good there, but I know how this industry is, and I don't know if I thought he brought 10 mil, but maybe he brings like 5 or 6. I don't know. It's still enough for an Xfinity ride or a truck, but whatever makes him happy. It's really all I care about. So,
100%.
He's a good guy. So, I forget where I was going with all that.
Probably just that it sucks. I mean, it's your guy. Like, I get it. Like, if something happened that Blaney lost his ride, like, I'd be ticked, Well, so
I've been invested in the sport for like a long time. I mean, since early 2000s. So I've been a huge Casey Kane fan. You see it behind me. Ryan Truex is back there too, Corey. But it's just like, I don't know. A lot of the guys there just, you like some drivers, but like when you have a driver that you can actually relate to, with your religion and just some things that you have about you that you can relate to with, kind of sucks, especially when everybody just turns on the guy. And he only has one DNF in the last like 2.5 years, and people act like he's wrecked every race, which he does wreck. He doesn't destroy a whole lot of things.
No,
I mean, he doesn't destroy his car. He always kind of finishes. So maybe Rick Ware is a great place for him. I mean, it'd be cool, but I mean,
can I go on a really small rant? You brought up a great point, and this kind of drove me nuts a couple weeks ago because like I get so sick of seeing when like there's just a popular tangent and then everyone gets behind it, and we could get really political with this point.
Community.
Yeah, well, and it's just civilization right now. I mean, you see it with political points too. Like I'm not gonna go there, but there's a million political points I could do behind the same thing.
Taxes on tips.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I mean, everything. So after the Pocono incident, it just became the popular thing. Like everyone hates Corey Lajoie, and Corey Lajoie's a menace, and And I saw a comment that I couldn't help because it was a Kyle Busch fan and said, "Thank God Corey's leaving. Now we're not going to have any cautions with under 5 to go." And I was like,
"Wow,
bro,
it's not Kyle Busch.
Is your memory that short? Like Kyle Busch has caused like 5 out of the 6 most recent late race cautions. Guess how many Corey Lajoie has caused? Whoop! Like, if you're going to be insulting, at least be accurate and like recognize that your driver is the freaking culprit. Like, that was just my mini rant because I saw it. I'm like, are we really this out of touch with reality? Like,
well, I just feel like the NASCAR community is just out of touch in general. I just really think it's, especially that's why I got off Twitter. I'll be honest with you. The NASCAR community is toxic. It's not that great. It's gotten really bad. It's like whoever the agenda is, like you said, is what they roll with. And it's like, wow, did Corey almost run over someone on pit road? No. Did Corey cuss somebody out, wreck somebody on purpose. I don't think he wrecked Kyle Busch on purpose. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. But I don't know. Does he deserve a lot of comments? Some of the comments want him dead. I mean, I've seen comments of him, people saying he should be dead. Yeah, so I don't really care anymore. It's kind of like I'm kind of done with this community. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. And it's unfortunate because I have invested so much money and time in this sport. And now I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm more excited for football than anything. I'm more excited for Bengals football, Penn State, Clemson. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to watch women's basketball again. I don't know why. I like watching women's basketball. It's cool. Just, I don't know. Just MLB's great. I just been finding something different. And
and unfortunately right now, it's just it's a universal culture thing right now. Like this, without getting political, without getting psychological, whatever, like before this turns into the John Deloney show, like the mental health in this country right now is so
trash.
Freaking bad. Like as much as I would,
on me, man. I'm trying to avoid it, but I just have to get off social media. I have to get rid of everything.
And I get it, honestly. Like I've noticed I have moments where I start to get like kind of angsty and I just have to like, no, because the truth is, I think the bulk of people are still good, but it's the morons that are the loudest. And then you get yourself so wrapped up in the morons and then you drag your own life down when like you could actually be doing good to change the crappy narrative. So that's as far as I'm going to get on that. But that's you brought it up and like that's 100% accurate. It's just the culture of America right now.
And it's like, I just enjoy the sport as what it is. Now it's entertainment. I enjoy it as an entertainment thing. I enjoy tuning in, but it makes it hard. And I probably will still watch, but it's just my enthusiasm is going to be very low. That's just the problem with everything now. It's just like hard to get excited for some NASCAR races, which is great. I mean, they have some great finishes. It's great stuff, but it's not like it used to be. It's just not.
Yeah.
Unless I find a driver that, Corey, I guess, could still get another ride, but it's like, all the talking, it's just annoying. I'm over seeing it. I mean, my fandom doesn't change, but it's just like, I'll just have to get off social media and just, turn off my text and just kind of just like, just watch the race, I guess. I don't know, but it's all good,
Yeah. I mean, I definitely understand the frustration. So it's completely understandable.
Yeah.
Last couple things before we wrap it up, because I know you got to go like ASAP. So, we did have the Knoxville Nashvilles last weekend. I don't know if you're following as much, but
I didn't follow a single thing.
Really? Okay. It was legitimately a great weekend of racing. My only beef, and this is just because I'm an old man, at times.
You're not old.
They were starting A mains at like midnight every freaking night.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Car Store does that. It was like 11 o'clock when they raced North Wilkesboro.
Yeah.
I'm like, just started at 8. I'm 28. I don't care, but I'm tired.
And that was the only thing that drove me nuts, because I'm like, dude, like if you want to engage in all, because the shame was the racing was great. Like the racing was really good. I mean, Knoxville pretty consistently puts on a good show. There was over 100 sprint cars trying to make the freaking Knoxville Nationals, which is incredible.
That's great. They usually get like 80 some, I think.
It was really good. I may be off on that number, but I'm pretty sure it was over 100. So I'm sorry if I'm wrong on that. But I know they had 2 qualifying nights, a Hard Knocks night, and then the feature, and they had the soup leading up to the feature on Saturdays. So there was a lot of freaking cars. Like Danny Dietrich, who's, he's not the greatest, but he's a pretty solid driver, finished I think 15th in the B. So that kind of told you where it was. That's
pretty solid. You got all the best of the best there. And
dude, Brad Sweet had to win the B to get into the A. That's where we were at this year with talent. That's insane. Yeah. So,
and Kyle Larson still won.
Led every lap. Led every freaking lap.
He just dominated. And is that what's crazy? He owns High Limits, which has taken so much revenue from the World of Outlaws, and he takes it back. He just takes more revenue from that World of Outlaws. I love
it. I still
think it's great.
I still think they are improving the sprint car world, because I'm seeing a hunger in the sprint car world that we haven't seen before. So I think the High Limits are still benefiting everybody, but you bring up a valid point.
Hunger as in owners, or hunger as in
I think
racing series?
I think all of the above. I mean, the fan interaction to me feels higher than it's been. And dude, you should have seen the stands at Knoxville. I'm telling you, every night, like Thursday night, Friday night, or Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, every night those stands were packed. And I'm like, that is freaking cool.
It is a great time. I just remember being there with Speed Sport, and it was so much fun. Just a great atmosphere. It was packed, man.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's a trip we need to go to down the road.
We really do. We need to have this.
Either we fly out. We could probably fly out there and stay somewhere if we wanted to. You know, if you don't want to drive the camper.
It would be fun. And honestly, even like, I know we talked about doing the Kings Royal weekend. That's another one that's on my radar. Like we've
it's a great one. It's a great camping one. That's a great camping one.
We should do that.
We'll pass by the Bengal Stadium too, so we can always just say hi.
Wave hi.
Say hi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say hi to Joe.
But the whole week was really great. I wish I had more in-depth details, but it was really good. And it's just awesome. It's a great track. 410s are in a great place right now. There's a lot of really, really good teams. The one thing, McKenna Hassey, I don't know if you follow her.
Yeah, I do. I like her entrepreneurship.
Did you see her wreck that she got in? Like, it was scary, dude. It was really scary.
I had a feeling something was going to happen, and she's such a sweetheart. I just hate to see it.
So she was on the high side, and a car, I don't know if he hit something, whatever, but he went right up, hit her, and sent her headfirst into the fence. Like, not the wall, but the fence. And
so her head hit.
Oh, everything. Like, so they posted a picture of her car afterwards. The whole front clip was doing this. Like, literally the whole front half of the car was bent to the left. It was scary. And she ended up getting taken to the hospital. She was knocked unconscious. Like, it was a whole, like, holy frick. But she's doing well. Wow. We're really glad.
Yeah.
Scary. I'm just really glad she walked away from it. So.
Yeah, I saw her post saying everything was good, but I never knew how serious. I had no idea that happened. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. I'll have to send you a clip of the replay, but it was pretty bad. So, Michigan, we got Michigan this weekend, which I'm actually a little bit excited for. I'm kind of bummed we're not going again this year, to be honest. That was a fun trip last year.
Yeah, it definitely was. That was crazy. It was a little crazy.
No, hey, you are not wrong.
Yeah.
But going into the weekend, we got some predictions. We got Cup, Xfinity, and ARCA. And I was not going to predict all the series, but David did, so I guess we might as well, right? Cup, who? Yeah, he's a dork. Who are you looking forward to on Sunday at Michigan in the Cup Series?
David actually took. I really think Buescher needs to get a win. I think I think Buescher needs to win, but since David took my pick, it's crazy. Could we see another different winner? Because
I think we're going to.
You think we're going to?
I think we're going to.
You go first, because I thought it was Chris Buescher, but I really.
Well,
I could honestly see the 3-car winning again, but I know you guys will give me shit for that.
Yes, we will. But I will go on this limb. He's been really fast lately. He's putting stuff together well. He has a pretty good track record at Michigan, and he's got to get a win. I think Bubba Wallace gets it done, man. I think the 23 car goes to victory lane on Sunday.
You know what? That's a great pick. This is his time. I think that's a really good pick.
I've loosely had him on my radar for Michigan, honestly, for a couple weeks, and seeing him grind out a finish at Richmond and the last couple races, like, I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing out of that camp. And I think if they unload with 2% more speed, because he's always finishing higher than he starts, so they're doing good work during the race, him and his crew chief. So I think if they can unload with 2% more speed, I think the 23 cars in victory lane Sunday afternoon.
I think that's a really solid sleeper / good pick. Like, I think he could really do it. And I also think people aren't thinking of that either. I don't know. I know Chase Elliott runs well here, and he's been really quiet. So Hendrick's was quiet yesterday or Sunday. They didn't really do a whole lot. So
you're right. I didn't even think about that. You're right. Yeah.
You didn't hear a peep about any of them. I think I saw Larson twice, and they talked maybe about a little bit about Willie B, but I didn't see Alex Bowman, and I had no idea what Chase Elliott did.
He was bad.
I didn't even know what Chase Elliott car he ran. Oh, he ran the Coca-Cola car.
Yeah.
I see he made one pit stop.
Yep.
That's it. Like, he hasn't been talked about a lot this year, which is weird. It's really weird because 3 or 4 years ago, it was like, Chase Elliott. We were just sick of it. Now it's like, where's Colorado?
Yeah. It is weird. I think Kyle Larson's taking a lot of his thunder.
I think you're right, and a lot of this other stuff is coming up. I think Denny took a lot of it too, but
yeah,
I think Chase. I do think Chase Elliott can get it done if it's not Chris Buescher, but Chris Buescher was my original pick.
No, that's a great pick. I think it's pretty solid. Xfinity, he took Austin Hill, which honestly is a surprise to me. I don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
after he just is Austin Hill. I know his hate towards Austin Dillon. I think he probably would hate Austin Hill the same, but maybe not.
I mean, they're kind of in the same line in my book. Austin Hill's lower. Austin Hill's lower than Austin Dillon.
I was gonna say I feel I like Austin Dillon, but I don't. Yeah, I think Austin Hill's he's the bottom of the barrel.
I think he's worse. He's definitely worse. Yeah,
but he wins. He's fast, but he's dirty, dude.
Tool bag.
So I guess there's a Cup driver in it. There's a Cup driver there this week, I think, isn't there?
I have not even looked at an entry list yet, as bad as that is.
I have no
idea.
Well, last year, was it Cole Custer who won? Who won it when we were there?
Man, that's such a... I know who was going to win, but I might give away my pick if I say it, so...
Oh, no, you're good. It was crazy. Shane Van Gisbergen is 13th in points right now. And even though he has 3 wins, it's just... He's good at this.
Dude, he's rock solid. He finished top 5 in Indy. Like, dude, I'm telling you, he's scary the second half of the season. I think he's going to make a legitimate run. He's going to make a legitimate run at the playoffs here. In the playoffs. He's already in the playoffs.
Yeah, because of what they got and the Roval. He'll be fine. You know what? I'll give it to Jesse Love. I think RCR brings a great... RCR is really... Paul Menard used to win this Xfinity race every year. It was the only race he won. You remember that? Just the 33 Menards just won it. But RCR has a really good package here, so I really think Jesse Love could do it.
That's a solid pick. I'm going Homer. He was supposed to win last year. He got spun on pit road by freaking John Hunter Nemechek because he sucks. I think the 7 takes it to victory lane on Saturday.
Oh,
going Homer.
I don't even remember. See, I don't remember anything.
Allgaier was in position to win and coming down pit road. John Hunter just literally ran over him for no reason and spun him because he sucks. So
I remember that.
Oh, I was so freaking livid because I think Justin still got back up to like top 5 in that race. Like he was fast, but he just got screwed, So I think 7 gets it done. JRM's got a lot of speed right now. And really curious to see. Honestly, if Connor Zilisch was running, I'd probably just pick him. He's freaking destroying everything right now. Which, by the way, Connor Zilisch full-time in the 88 next year. We did not talk about that, but...
No, I didn't, but yeah. Yeah, he's doing pretty well. So,
great move.
I'm great. Happy to see that happen. I think the Xfinity Series got a lot of young guys coming up here soon. I hope Lane's in the Xfinity Series. I hope.
Me too.
A lot of Cars Tour guys jump there because it fits that car. It fits what they race. It's style and...
Please do not change the Xfinity Series. Just don't change it. It's perfect.
Just don't go.
Yeah.
And if you're, just stay in Xfinity. Don't go to Cup.
Yeah.
Don't do
Honestly,
it. Unless it's a powerhouse team. Don't do it.
Yep. So we can go watch a good race at Rockingham next year with the Xfinity cars.
Yeah, we're fine with that.
Yeah. And then ARCA. I'm not freaking picking ARCA. I don't care. I don't even know anyone. The 18 car. Whoever's driving the 18. Balkan. Oh, there you go. And I'm taking whoever's driving the 18 because the JGR car is always fast.
My Canadian queen.
I freaking love it. So yeah, I mean, I think that wraps up most things. We did have a lot of good Cars Tour racing. I'm sure you were watching. I don't know if you want to mention anything about that, but the North Wilkesboro and the Hickory.
Oh man, I don't want to get too far into that. I know
because you got to go. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But that was crazy that they took the win away after the tech. The only thing I will say with it is that's stupid. But if your guys cannot pick up on it before race or after race, you got to fire your guys and you got to eat it.
Yes.
You got to eat it.
Yes.
That's integrity. When Daryl was preaching integrity, I actually lost a little respect for him there because I was like, dude, that's not taking a win away after everything was already done is not integrity. Someone snitched on Lapsevich, which is the Canadian guy I actually root for. I like him and Lane Riggs for prospect, like late model guys. They're my guys. Also, my 2 friends like him, so I just kind of follow them too. But they're still really good guys. But he I don't even know if it was that much of a difference when I was asking people about it. They didn't really. Man, it's just crazy, man.
And honestly, I don't like it. I hate DQs after the race.
That's just stupid.
It's really dumb. Like even in NASCAR, I think it's dumb. Like.
You can't unless it's cucumbered. Unless like I don't know, whatever happened to Joey at Richmond. That was another Richmond thing. That's just stupid.
Freaking Richmond, man. I think at the end of the race, the fans need to know who won the race, and just like what you said, if they missed it in pre-race tech, write it down and get them next week, and they got it over this week.
Or fire your guys. Like you just gotta you gotta eat it, and that to me is integrity. What you do is, you don't even make a statement about it because that just exposes your sport. Maybe you have transparency with it. You say he still keeps the win, might piss off your competitors, but because the competitors because I think they were afraid they were all just boycott because they have some momentum right now.
Yeah.
But they're really good about taking wins away. They actually, that Hickory race, the guy thumped Connor Hall, but they took his win away, but he knew what was coming. But he did on purpose because Connor Hall wrecked him.
Yeah.
Races ago. So he didn't care. And Connor Hall which he got top 10 in the trucks in his first start, which is insane.
Very impressive. I saw that. Yeah.
Very impressive. I could not believe it. I don't like the guy as a cars tour guy.
I don't either,
very
to be
aggressive.
honest. I'm with you.
He will wreck you and do whatever he takes, and then he acts. There's times when I like him, there's times when I don't. But he's not a bad guy. Just racing wise, I don't like him. But he was really good, and every cars tour guy that races has been outstanding. Connor Hall's a new guy. I don't know any that's not a NASCAR Cup driver's last name that I can think of.
No,
maybe there is.
He's
not that I can think of.
I've never heard of him
Riggs
until 2 months ago.
Scott's. Yeah, no, I knew Connor for a few years now, but there's some good late model guys coming up. So just be aware. There's a lot of Connor Zillages coming.
Tell you what, there's a lot of talent coming up, and there's a lot of drivers not doing anything in Xfinity and Cup that I think are going to be sitting at home coming up here soon.
It's gonna be a reset in the next 5 years,
which I'm great with. I'm all great. I think they're the best drivers should be in the seats. That's just how I believe it should
18. Be. He's going to be 18 years old racing full time. If he runs well, he's going to be in Cup before he's 21. You got to have him and Ty Gibbs. And you're going to have all these young guys. You got people from all different origins as far as racing backgrounds, I should say. Late models, sprint car, whatever it may be. Road racing. You got freaking Shane Van Gisbergen. You got it all, man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's what makes this sport special. So we'll total on to that, and hopefully we have a good race next week.
Yep. No, man, I'm excited. So be a good weekend. So anyway, thanks for joining, man. I appreciate you hopping on. Good to chat as always. We'll try to get back on the regular here. We got our Olympic break over. Appreciate everyone that tuned in to the previous collab episode with Here for the Speed. We had a really good time with them. Oh my gosh, dude. I have not laughed that hard in a long time. It was
pretty funny.
Oh my gosh, good. What a freaking they're us. That's just what cracked me up. So it's scary. So had a really good time. So appreciate everyone tuning in, and we gained a couple followers on social media with that, and we appreciate you guys watching our stuff, listening in, and hopefully we will definitely be doing more stuff together in the future with that group. So but yeah, Michigan, everyone have a good week, and we'll see y'all next week. Holla.
Yep. Have a good one, guys.